Hello, I'm J.H. Everett, author illustrator from Henry Holt, and also member of Studio 5 here in Southern California. This year, the WriteOnCon has asked us again to talk a little bit more about the author-illustrator relationship from our point of view as an illustrator. Luckily, as a member of Studio 5, I have access to the wonderful Andy Mitchell, who was gracious enough to pen down some questions for each of us to answer at the conference this year. So thank you, Andy, for doing that, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to talk with me a little bit more, you can reach me at JH Everett on Facebook or my website, www.jheverett.com, or at www.studio5art.org. I'd love to hear from you, and if there's anything else I can answer for you in detail, I'm always more than happy to talk. Yes, of course. In that, as a writer, we take in all sorts of sensory input, and we process that, and it sparks things in our creativity, and it puts new words in our thoughts and in our writing. So, of course, I would very much encourage visual to become part of writing or pre-writing. My wife and I work on a conference piece and a classroom exercise with children called Art as Pre-Writing, where we bring in music, other sensory stimulants, smells, sounds, and visual cues to kind of create an immersion for students to write in before they start writing about a subject. And I think those cues are very, very powerful. You write from what you know, and if you're experiencing something, you're writing inside that experience. So should visual be part of that? Of course. What would I encourage you to do as an illustrator? I would encourage you to stick figure, make thumbnails, advance some of your drawing. Even if you never become a professional artist, it uses different parts of your brain to actually stimulate yourself through drawing. And I think it can be a very powerful tool to help you, even with just your writing, to give yourself permission to draw pictures in the sides of your writing, to explore things with that part of your mind. If you're so inclined, again, to get the training and to work very hard, as hard as you have at your own writing, on the art side, I would encourage you to do so if you like doing those types of things, if that's something that really interests you. But know that most of the folks that I've met who are working on books professionally have had 5 to 10 years of training at the very minimum before they started working on professional projects. And I would give a note of caution in that unless you have been trained professionally to draw, you could really hurt your chances for a submission being accepted if you try and force through art that is not up to professional standards. So you might really want to think about and maybe get peer reviews or agented reviews or editorial reviews or some kind of conference review on artwork before you submit it. I would really encourage that. Because you may have a great story, and if you don't have the training, the art may not be equal to your writing. So caution, caution there. But I would certainly encourage it to help expand your own creativity and to explore other parts of your creativity in your mind and augment your writing through that. And someday maybe everything does work, and the two work together beautifully, and you're able to submit both. I would definitely encourage that. I love creativity on all levels, and definitely would go there. Studio 5 has a show at the Thatcher Gallery at the University of San Francisco running from August 21st through December 16th of this year. and we hope you take a minute and go check that out if you can, even online. Again, thank you for taking the time to listen to my responses, and again, thank you WriteOnCon for inviting us.